Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about steroid synthesis pathway. Steroids and sex hormones are synthesized with collaboration. So we need to understand very basic things about this hormones synthesis to understand the reproductive endocrinology. That means the endocrinology related to the female very deeply. So now let's see. There are three particular glands in the body which secretes the steroids hormones. That is pituitary gland, adrenal gland, and gonads. These three basic glands secretes various kind of steroid hormones. So the gonads activate after puberty. Before that, the source of this steroid hormone remains the adrenal gland and throughout the life. Adrenal gland, if you see, is made of two basic layers, the cortex and the medulla. This is cortex, this is medulla. The cortex derived from mesoderm and the medulla is derived from the neural tissue, from the ectoderm. So this cortex, if you see, have three basic layers and they have different functions: zona glomerulosa, fasciculata, and zona reticularis. If you see these three different layers, the zona glomerulosa secretes androgen. That means mineralocorticoids. What is mineralocorticoids? The hormones which regulate minerals and water. That is aldosterone. The zona fasciculata secretes what? Cortisols or glucocorticoids. What is glucocorticoids? The steroid hormones that maintains or that supplies glucose to the body, make the glucose available to the body cells. That is glucocorticoids. And the zona reticularis secretes androgens, which are the source of sex hormones. The adrenal medulla secretes epinephrine, norepinephrine kind of hormones. As the medulla gets the origin from the neural tissue, the neuroectoderm. So the neural system anywhere, whether it is CNS or PNS or even medulla, will secrete these kind of hormones: epinephrine, norepinephrine, dopamine, this kind of hormones. Okay, we will talk about adrenal cortex here. So if you see the adrenal cortex, there are three different layers we already have discussed. You need to remember this pathway with understanding. Just mugging up with mnemonic will be not fix your problem. So you need to remember this pathway with understanding, with concept. See, each and every steroid hormone here in the cortex will be synthesized from cholesterol. The cholesterol or lipid is the main source of these hormones. So when you think about cholesterol is a lipid thing and it is not water soluble. What adrenal cortex is doing, it is making this lipid in more and more water soluble. And how you make something in water soluble? You hydroxylase them. What is hydroxylation? Hydroxylation means adding OH in the compound so that that compound becomes water soluble. More and more OH groups are added in this cholesterol so that this hormone will become water soluble and can travel through the blood and act whenever they are needed. So cholesterol, the first product will be pregnenolone. We are talking about zona glomerulosa here. And what is our goal in zona glomerulosa? Our goal is to make mineralocorticoid, that is aldosterone. This pregnenolone will, again I already have told you, will hydroxylase. But first step in this thing is dehydroxylase or dehydrogenase. And this enzyme will be 3-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase. This enzyme will be the first step for pregnenolone to convert into progesterone. So this enzyme is absolute necessity for making any of the hormone in the adrenal cortex. So 3-beta hydroxysteroid dehydrogenase is the enzyme which removes the hydrogen from this cholesterol or pregnenolone. Now the very important enzyme comes into this pathway, that is 21 hydroxylase enzyme. What is 21 hydroxylase? It hydroxylase or adds OH at 21th position of carbon, 21th positioned carbon. So when you add 21 position OH, this progesterone is converted into deoxycorticosterone. Another hydroxylation is going on, and that enzyme is 11-beta hydroxylase. That means this enzyme is adding OH group at 11th position of the carbon. So total 2 OH group are added. So this will again become corticosterone. And this corticosterone will become aldosterone, and this aldosterone is a mineralocorticoid. So you understand what this thing? The first step is what? Dehydrogenase, and the next 2 step is what? Hydroxylase, 21 and 11. So if you want to remember like a mnemonic, this is the mnemonic: 3 into 21 and 11. Okay, 3, 20 and 11. Now once this layer zona glomerulosa is finished, the next layer will be zona fasciculata. And in the zona fasciculata, our goal is making glucocorticoid, that is steroid hormones. We have discussed 2 hydroxylase already, 21 and 11. Now the comes is 70 alpha hydroxylase. And this 70 alpha hydroxylase will shift this pathway into zona fasciculata. Pregnenolone, when you hydroxylase on 17th position, becomes 70 hydroxy pregnenolone. And this again 7 hydroxy pregnenolone will again have a same pathway of 3, 70 and 21. It's very easy: 370, 21, 317, 21. Again this will be make 17 hydroxy progesterone, 11 deoxycortisol, and then again cortisol. If you concentrate on this layer, zona reticularis, the sex hormone will be formed. And here the enzyme comes 70-20 lyase enzyme. Okay, what it will do, it will make this 70 hydroxypregnenolone into DHEA, dihydroxyepiandrostenedione. And this will again same pathway of 23, 21 and 11. It will make androstenedione and thereafter testosterone. So these are the androgens secreted in the zona reticularis. So you need, what is important for you here? You are not a biochemistry people who will understand this thing. You are a gynecologist. What you need to understand here? You need to understand here is that the steroid hormones are synthesized in adrenal cortex. And 3 layers are there. The first layer of zona glomerulosa makes mineralocorticoid. Zona fasciculata makes glucocorticoid. And zona reticularis makes androgens. So androgens are the basic sex hormones. The estradiol will be synthesized from these androgens only. There is no different pathway of synthesis of estradiol. Whenever estradiol is produced, you need androgens. Remember these things. So the enzyme format is this. Okay, 3, 21, 70, 70, 17. So whenever there is a deficiency of some of this enzyme, the ultimate outcome will be not there. For example, if there is a deficiency of 21 hydroxylase enzyme here, and it is the most common deficiency disorder here, then the pathway will be cut off from here. As you are seeing the red line, this pathway is cut off. So as you can see here, there will be no more aldosterone, there will be very less cortisol, and this pathway will produce more and more what? Androstenedione and dihydroepiandrostenedione. These hormones will be on higher side, and the androgens level will be more than required, and it will make problems in the life. So the basic steroid hormone synthesis I have shown to you here. If you just want to remember for the ovary, I already have the video in that, the 2-cell 2 hormone theory. But if you want to just rebrush this thing, then you can see in the ovary what happens. There are 2 cells, granulosa cells and theca cells. The LH hormone will act on theca cell. So it will produce androgens. And again, already I have told you, androgens are the very necessity for secreting the estrogen, because there is an enzyme called aromatase enzyme, and this aromatase enzyme is present in ovary and even in the fat cells. So this aromatase enzyme will make androgens into estrogen, and this process will be done in granulosa cell. So FSH is the main source which induces this enzyme, aromatase enzyme, so that the aromatase enzyme can just transform these androgens into estrogens. So the granulosa cells will be the ultimate source of estrogen, and the theca cell will be source of androgens. Thank you.